Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard. Happy Wednesday. It's good to see y'all. I fully intended to stream on Monday, and then I had the day off, and I spent most of the day working on some. Actually, I spent the morning sleeping, which was fantastic. Wife went out for the day, took the baby to grandma's house, and left me alone. So I just kind of fell asleep, and it was pretty cool. Did that, and then worked on some stuff all day, and then I was about ready to go start the stream, and you know what? I just kind of didn't feel like it. I'm sorry. I was kind of in a sort of blah mood. So I ended up playing Mass Effect all night and moved the stream to tonight. So it's good to see you guys. Good news is the Friday stream is on track for the next, I think, 2 weeks, and the Monday stream's on track for a few weeks before I got to head out to Seattle and go to build. Second Officer Steve, how you doing, man? Gonna get a talking to from the YouTubes with that title. We probably won't use this on YouTube, but hey, listen, I'm only polling directly from the livery, okay? Mike Patey's company, dude. Every time I see it, when I saw it at Oshkosh last year, it was the first time it actually registered with me, and then obviously they were at Sun and Fun as well. And I always get a good chuckle whenever I see his company's name. Like, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good name for a tug company. Clintus Ghost, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Oasis. Oh, Oasis is a good one too. I'll have to go do some digging on some music later, and we'll see what we can find. But we're here. It's a Wednesday night. That's been a pretty uneventful, laid back sort of couple of days. I mean, we got a new Citation Max video coming out this probably tomorrow. I think I'm going to get everything wrapped up for that, and then we'll get that pushed out tomorrow. That's kind of what I spent a lot of my time working on this past weekend and whatnot. But yeah, we had we had a barbecue and some cigars, and wife and baby and I went out we got the baby's ears pierced. Amalia's ears are now pierced, and I've never heard a baby hyperventilate as much as she did. Like, after we got them both done, I felt so bad. She just was a wreck for a good 5 or 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes or so, she was fine. She forgot about it. She hasn't tried to play with him or anything. She's totally just back to being content. She's already in bed, though. She's been in bed for an hour now, so unfortunately she won't be making an appearance tonight. But we did that, and then we got some ice cream. We just kind of hung out, man. It was a good evening, or a good weekend, I should say. I needed a chill weekend, man. I haven't had time to do nothing for so freaking long, man. So it was good. Clocky 180, what's going on? Cosmic R5, welcome aboard. Comes with the happy E. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe I shouldn't have repeated that. But yeah. So this is gonna be an interesting one tonight. I don't think it's gonna be a terribly long stream this evening, but it should be nice and fun. So we'll get some thank yous out of the way, and then we'll go see how this thing's gonna turn out. So we'll start off with Below Minimums gifting a sub to KC Flyer. KC Flyer, welcome back for 7 months of Below Minimums. Thank you for gifting that sub. Cheers to you, my friends. Oh, I know exactly how it's gonna go. Yeah. Kevin Lister's here for 3 months with the Tier 3 subscription. Kevin, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for the Tier 3 sub. And congratulations on doing your cross country today. Was it a solo cross country, or was it a dual cross country? Because Lewiston's a pretty good hike. I mentioned in Discord that I went up there for my long IFR cross country. That was the sort of the furthest point that we went to. Neat little airport. It's cool going up there. It's beautiful up in that part of the country too, up in Maine. Eccentric 4 is here for 2 months. Eccentric 4, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers, my friend. WBS52, Mr. Bill's here for 28 months. This is 28 months of some of the best X-Plane streams. Yeah, keep it coming. Keep it coming. What more could be said? Bill, thank you very much for 28 months, my friend. Cheers. I really do appreciate it. And Second Officer Steve is here for 18 months. Second Officer Steve, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers, my friend. Heathenator, good to see it. How you doing? Sorcerer Dave, it's pocket rocket time. That's right. Chevy Rule 727, thank you very much for 28 months of support. Cheers, my friend. Stakes, how you doing? Stakes read his best hugs. He told himself, yes, I give real good hugs. Not even gonna go there. Don't say hugs, that's for sure. Yeah, so we're here. It's Wednesday. The innuendos are gonna be flying tonight, I promise you. I was very excited to see this was one of the liveries that was available. KY Camaro SS, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers to you. I'm gonna say KY is probably Kentucky. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Let's not relive the 90s tonight. Oh, come on, man. We got the music going. But that's where the 90s sort of end for me. I love 90s music. I should say I'm a big fan of like 90s alt rock, Pearl Jam all the way to Foo Fighters and Incubus and sort of everything in between. For me, music sort of like rock music sort of stopped around 2004, 2005 for me. And then that's where I sort of picked up with electronic music moving on. But I still listen to all sorts of crap, dude. I listen to a ton of stuff. But here's what we're doing tonight. We're going to be flying an interesting route this evening. We're starting off at the Aspen Airport tonight. We're going to first make our way down to Farmington, Four Corners. We're heading down there, and we're going to try to do a VFR, assuming we can punch through this cloud layer. We'll fly VFR down there, and just to kind of get myself acclimated with this airplane. I haven't flown it yet, so I need a little bit of time before I go jump into IFR to see how things go here. So we'll make our way down to Farmington, land, do the turn, whatever else we go. Oh, jeez, it's 19 gusting 29 out of 300. Oh, yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, well, so we're going to get a pretty good crosswind our first time landing this airplane as well. So once we make our trip down to Farmington, we're going to make a quick turn there, and then we're going to pick up an IFR clearance, and we're going to fly. Against my better judgment, we're going to fly into this crap. Which I actually might be moved out. Nope, it ain't going anywhere. It's pretty much just sitting there. We're going to Amarillo tonight because why the hell would you go to Amarillo? Where they are 26013, 6 miles, thunderstorms, broken 4100. So that's the plan this evening. We'll do those two flights. First one will be VFR. Second one will be an IFR flight. Should be probably be a shorter evening tonight. Apparently Aspen just went clear sky. Oh, yes. Just went clear skies. Hello, unrestricted climb. Yeah. Antisocial woodworker, thanks for 16 months. I like the 90s, and the 90s just didn't age well. That's fair. Cheers, my friend. Thank you for 16 months. Citation Max is here for 28 months, the tier 3 sub. I hear after 36 months, the tug becomes next level. Here's to 28 months of almost next level tugs. Max, thank you very much for tier 3 sub. Thanks for 28 months, dude. Cheers. Appreciate it. Pilot 192 is here for the first time. Welcome aboard. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you. What do I use for plane weather? I think there's a weather radar built into this thing, like a NextRad weather, if that's what you're talking about. So it's got the default G1000s. Oh yeah, we're doing this thing. I should have introduced the airplane. This is the TorqueSim pocket rocket. We've heard this thing on the network several times. Most recently, we heard it on Friday night as Charlie Golf Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, flown by the one and only Citation Max. We're going to be flying it tonight as November 717 Tango Sierra. And it's pretty ridiculous from what I understand. Like I said, I haven't flown it. I've been combing through the documentation and whatnot. And I think I got a pretty good handle on what's going on here, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Say it again. Pocket rocket. Default shaders. Yeah, I don't mess with shaders at all. Jalen Morris TV, it's good to see you, buddy. 505 Northman, thanks for 8 months of support, my friend. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it. Lord Vold, how you doing? If only Active Sky can produce tornadoes. I think they can in FSX, can't they? Miami Muffin. What is my PC config? If you scroll down, you'll see what my specs are. Got them all down there. Bill Ferrelli, how you doing, my friend? Hey, Bill, we're doing some proper GA tonight, just so you know. Yeah, any social worker, that's kind of how it's going to go. For better or worse. It's a pocket rocket. We're going to have a good time with this thing tonight. Like I said, I don't know too much about it. It's got a crazy climb performance. It's got a PT6 engine up front. It's 2-seater. It goes real fast, climbs real good. And that's pretty much what we know for now. So, the first leg, like I said, the first leg is going to be a VFR leg down to Farmington. We'll just call up ground, grab the weather and all that stuff, ask for advisories, head down there. We're going to make it down there at 16,500 feet, the highest that we can go without being on an IFR flight plan. And yeah, go from there. What I want to review, though, are normal procedures. No, I want to review the performance data here. So, nope, that's not the one. Limitations. Maybe. Oh, yeah, here we go. Normal airspeed. So, this is what we're concerned about. Initial climb out speed at 95 knots. Cruise climb is 130 knots. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Descent at 220, approach at 140, and landing speed of 70. So those are the important stuff. Max performance is going to be Mach 0.6. I think that puts us right around like 330 true or so. So it's right there with the TBM in terms of performance and whatnot. Only it's going to climb a lot quicker. Jalen Morris TV, thanks for 4 months. Oh, damn, another month. Wow, time flies. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Jalen Morris. Appreciate it. Cheers. I am in the retract model. Yes, sir. I believe I got the fixed wheel one up to 380 knots. Holy crap. This crazy box is 400 knots in cruise. Oh, man. Yeah, well, that's why we're doing a VFR this first time to see what we can get out of it. I know we're not going to be able to go as fast at down low. So we will have to we'll have to play around with it. Oh, what's the ceiling, by the way? Once we do get up there, do you guys know what the ceiling happens to be? Because that was the one thing I didn't see anywhere. Ceiling. I'm guessing it's probably not RVSM, so we're looking at like 27 or 28. 250, okay, so 25 and 24. Got it. Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that in the documentation anywhere. But yeah, let's I don't know, let's fire this thing up. Just we'll see what happens here. We're gonna do VFR this first leg, so there's not much to it. Battery switch can come on. Ooh, hey, loud. Okay. Caution and warning. We'll get the initializing system. I believe they're running Toto's modified G1000 in here. Okay, we got oxygen to worry about once we get to that point. Already got that. Already got the synthetic vision, all that on. Ooh, that's kind of weird. I think it's supposed to look like that, but that's okay. And let's see. Parking brake is set. Yes, it is. Well, how about we check the starting engine, doors latch, battery on, fuel select auto. Auto in the fuel select. Okay, that was auto. Fuel pump on. Lights. Where were the lights at? Nope, not there. Must be down here. Panel lights, beacon light on, nav light on. Okay, good. Igniter to auto, prop control forward. So igniters to auto, prop control forward. Inertial separator open. Fuel, cabin, aux, fuel, pitot. No. Inertial separator. Where is inertial separator? In up there. We may not need the inertial separator. I don't know. No. Not you. Not you. None of those. Does it have an inertial separator? Oh, co-pilot left leg, black lever. Thank you. I never would have found that. Is that it? Oh, there it is. Oh, man. I never would have found that. Thanks, Max. Verify propeller and exhaust areas are clear. Ooh, you know what? We should probably remove all the stuff. Yep. Okay. Well, they didn't show up anyway, so that's fine. Okay, engine starter engage, hold for 2 seconds, verify NG, a greater than 16% and stable, then fuel control to low idle. Okay, igniters to ignition. all the things I should have checked that I didn't. The location of the igniter or the engine starter is probably should have been top of the list here. How do I turn the plane on? Is it over here? Nope. Fuel control lever has a hatch switch. Oh. Well, that's weird. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotcha. Wait for 16%. There it is. Low idle. Watch for hot starts, hung starts. Okay. ITT's fine. Generator verify standby. Okay. Gen good. Avionics on. Avionics on. Ah, yes. Initializing system. There we go. Checking it. Wanted to check on the beta behavior, whether it was going to go into just reversers or an actual beta mode. Looks like it's just going to do reversers. So the reversers handle beta as well. X-Plane has the ability now to do a separate beta mode. All right, Peter, he can come on. Fuel pump can stay on. Cabin lights, good. Auto, those are fine. Down here for lights, let's go landing lights. We can just leave the lights off for now. Good. All right. Strobes on, landing lights, fuel, okay. Flaps to go to 10 for the takeoff. That looks like 10 to me. I'm gonna set this over here to topography, terrain. There we go. Next rad, because we'll need that later. Okay. I'm hung at 30% RPM. Well. Is that why the temp went up like that? Why is the ITT high? Ah, whatever. I got failures turned off. We do that for a reason. I always idle my engine at redline. Helps longevity. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you. There you go. Maybe that'll get the temps down a little bit if I just put it in beta mode. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, let's grab the ATIS for Aspen. And 20.4.
Altimeter 3003. Arriving runway 15. Departing runway 33. Visual approach is in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray. Aspen Pitkin County Airport, ATIS information X-ray.
X-ray.
353 Zulu. Wind 330 at 12, gust 22. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 12. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3003. Arriving runway 15. Departing runway 33. Visual approach is in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information.
Okay. Alright. We got that. 3003.
Happy Wednesday.
Space Danny, thank you very much for the bits, my friends. I do appreciate it. Cheers. More diaper bits. I suspect Coop's engine model is coming a little bit undone at 8,000 MSL. Yeah, that's my guess. Maybe it's not meant to. Maybe it's not meant to be started up here in Aspen. I don't know. It's all right, dude. All right, 3003 in the barrow. Okay, so let's set some stuff up here. We're gonna go flight change mode, and our climb out speed is gonna be 130 knots. We'll expect, I think 330. Yeah, 33 is the departure runway. That's fine. Let's then go to turn the flight director on. God. X-plane! Damn you, Ben Supnick. That's good. We want to go all the way up to 16.5. There we go. Okay, that's set. Transponder code. Oops, no, back. Transponder VFR. Transponder alt. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, well, we'll deal with those later. All right, let's see here. Ground is 21.9er. Ground point 9er. And tower is 1885.
Number 2, Romeo Foxtrot, Aspen, clearance squad.
What's he doing?
Number 2, Romeo Foxtrot, departure frequency, Aspen departure 123.8, squawk 1534. Number 2, Romeo Foxtrot, is that correct?
Why didn't I hear him? Nope, that should be in heading mode. Aspen ground, good evening. Experimental 717 Tango Sierra is at the north side of the ramp with X-ray for taxi. We'd like advisories down to Farmington at 16,500.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Aspen ground, roger. Departure frequency 123.8, squawk 1532.
23.81532 717 Tango Sierra. We're ready for taxi with X-ray.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, is that correct? Runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
33 via Alpha, 7 Tango Sierra.
Alpha 1252, contact Denver, approach 120.35.
Okay.
Sky 2 Hotel Papa, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 26, or I'm sorry, correction, cross runway 21, taxiway Charlie, and say intention.
Let's take it nice and easy here. Okay, so 1532.
Aspen, Pocky Rocket, Romeo Fox, the VIP hangars with X-ray taxi.
2 Hotel Papa, you were blocked. I'm sorry, say again. You said you're going to GA parking
All
tonight?
right. Clear left.
And remember, 2 Hotel Papa, taxi via Charlie, Alpha 5 and Alpha to the ramp. Cross runway 21 at taxiway Charlie.
Oh, you know what? When I pushed the props forward, the engine finally came up full power.
Rocket, turn me a Fox. BRB hangars X-ray taxi.
So when the engines came up, the ITT finally came back down.
For it once, and I'm sorry, the voice isolation is broken, so the timing is not good with this. I'm waiting for a readback from 2 Hotel Papa. Number 2 Hotel Papa, please verify. Cross runway 21 at taxiway Charlie.
Okay, let's get some volumes figured out here. Yeah, as soon as I push the throttle forward.
1252 Denver approach. I believe you were checking in. Say altitude leaving. Verify current ATIS information at Denver. It should be Victor.
So beta doesn't work. Okay.
Couple of 1252. You're under expect the ILS runway 35 left approach. If you have another request,
I think he's gonna block me.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot runway 33 taxi via Alpha.
33 via Alpha.
That guy from California thinks for 15 months, my friend. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it.
34.32.
Or Aspen scenery is different. That's what it is. Gotta do donuts in a warm area, warm those tires. Yeah, buddy. Space City, how you doing, by the way? Happy Wednesday. Ganging up on me already. It's all good. Nah, I think even in flight change mode, like, it's not going to descend. Or at least it shouldn't descend. Some airplanes do, but I think the Laminar stuff does try to keep a climb going at all times. But I don't really care. I know that we're going to get to that speed so quickly, it's not going to matter. I don't need the flight director for the initial departure.
You can still turn it at your discretion for that. Just again, if you can't make the report just as soon as you can, doesn't mean you have to extend your downwind by any means. Runway 25 cleared to land, and the wind is 260 at 12, gusts 15.
Handle's all right on the ground. A little squirrely, not too bad though. I know once we get this thing fired up though, it's going to be all over the place.
Extend downwind, and I'll call your base if we.
This is telling me to give it full right rudder trim. That might actually be true.
Remember 2 Romeo Foxtrot Aspen Tower, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, winds 340 at 12, gust 22, left turn on course approved.
Oh, it sounds here.
American 936.
That lamppost, man. Yeah, there's something wrong with the scenery. All good. All right, before takeoff, strobes on. Landing light on. Here's Mr. Max in a second. Fuel pump, I guess we verify that it's on. Do that by... See, the fuel pressure comes down, but I don't even see where the fuel pressure's at. Over here.
Number 756 Kilo Zulu, Tri-Cities Tower. Enter right downwind, runway 21 right, report midfield.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Failures turned off. Flaps are 10.
And 6 Kilo Zulu, I'm sorry. Say again your position relative to the field again.
Pitot heat on. Rudder, aileron, elevator trims are all set.
Number 6 Kilo Zulu, okay. Enter straight in, final runway 21 right.
And 121.6 for departure.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, contact departure.
He's also flying a pocket rocket. It's just how it shows up in the sim here.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, contact departure.
Aspen Tower, experimental sub 17, Tango Sierra holding short 33.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Aspen Tower, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, wind 330 at 12, gust 22, left turn on course approved.
We have takeoff from a 33, left turn, experimental 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, lights are set. Camera's set. Action, good, good. Trims are good. Flaps to takeoff. Let's go flying.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Aspen, departure, radar contact. American 930-60, sent via the Eagle 6 arrival, runway 26 transition.
All right, let's see what happens.
2995. November 27 Tango, exit left or right, where it say intention.
That's enough power for the takeoff.
Bravo 3 and Bravo. Upload 1252, clear dial left, runway 35 left approach.
Okay, gear up.
Who else was calling with an IFR request? Sky 3539, roger, clearance on request. Break November 7 Tango Sierra, contact departure.
Departure, 7 Tango Sierra, we'll see you.
November 2.
Aspen departure, experimental 717 Tango Sierra, 10,300. I have a feeling that didn't quite work. .16 is what I wrote down. 23.8.
Right, clear to land, wind 220 at 11. And at 2263, San Francisco, clearance number 2 on request.
Aspen departure, experimental 717 Tango Sierra, 16,500.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Aspen departure, radar contact, maintain VFR.
Vfr 7 Tango Sierra. Alright. Get our yaw damper on. Yeah, we didn't need a lot of power for that takeoff, that's for sure. Sky 3539, clearance available, advise ready to copy. Alright, bring our RPMs back to 20,000, I think.
Clear to Taos Airport, Albuquerque 3,
that's not the one.
Vectors to join Victor 263, then as filed. Maintain 8,000, expect to 11,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.4, squawk 3742.
Alright, there's 2,000 RPMs.
Retard.
Bring our flaps in, I guess. Definitely forgot about that. Oh, hey, Torque.
Sky 3539, read that correct?
Alright, let's pull the separator in.
Contact Denver Center 118.57.
1857, 7 Tango Sierra. That's why we're doing this VFR first. Try to get this thing centered up a bit. Denver Center experimental 717 Tango Sierra, 16,500. All right, let's get ourselves turned down towards Farmington. Here, direct.
November 717 Tango Sierra, Denver Center, roger, maintain VFR.
7 Tango Sierra. Is the flight plan button not work?
Retard.
I think we broke it already.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, stand by. Number 2, we have Foxtrot Montrose, altimeter 3001.
Oh, I was in the engine page. It wouldn't let me change. Okay. All right, menu.
3539 Albuquerque,
Delete flight plan.
taxi via Alpha.
Let's move this up a little bit here. All right, just do direct.
6 Kilo Zulu Sagan.
K, F, M.
Number 6 Kilo Zulu, cross runway 21 left at Delta, taxi via Delta, Alpha, and Echo to the Rnav. Cross runway 30 at
Nav
taxi
mode.
Alpha.
That'll turn us in there. We are chugging along here. Let's see, I should be able to go to what, PFD wind.
And over 6 Kilo Zulu, taxi via Delta, Alpha, Echo to the Rnav. Cross runway 21 left.
14 knot
taxi via
tailwind,
Delta, and
364
cross runway
over the
30
ground,
at
so that gives us a true airspeed of about 350 knots right now. That's pretty okay. Stealth Bob, thanks for 28 months. I really do appreciate it. Cheers, Bob. And Steve PHL here for 25 months. Steve, thank you very much for your support. Thanks for 25 months. Cheers.
Number 6 Kilo Zulu, again, that's straight ahead on Delta.
Ceremonial Melon, how you doing? Just turn the O2. No, I didn't. Probably do that.
Runway 30 there, let's start simple.
There you go. Oxygen's on. Again, I have all the failures and crap turned off because I don't like to deal with it. We are hauling right now. We'll be down there in 20 minutes.
Cross runway 21 left at Delta, and turn left on Alpha and hold a position.
Can we open the cabin? That's a bad idea.
6 Kilo Zulu, that's a left turn on Alpha after Delta, sir.
Doesn't affect the flight dynamics.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, Montrose altimeter 3001.
01. It's pretty quick. Imagine flying this thing in real life, man. It'd be sweet. Alright, bring this over. Let's zoom this out. There we go. Looking good. Get some fresh air, that's right. Shinrar Valar, how you doing, my friends? Good to see you. Yeah, dude, it happened pretty quick. It'll be even better this next time when we, the next flight when we're flying IFR. We're gonna go up to 2025, I think. First one here is just an experiment, though. Might be fun to get her down low.
2263, clear to Los
What is
Angeles
OAT? OAT is minus 5C.
Climb via the SID, except maintain.
It's nice and brisk.
1406.
Give her a little more power, can't we? Because I run my engine at redline.
Number 2263, reset correct, brake southwest 1252. Contact Denver Tower 133.3.
It's a pretty cool way to cruise around the Rockies, though, that's for sure. I'm not sure this thing exists IRL. I think, well, I'm pretty sure. That's a good question. I know, like, the guy Mike Patey that has like signed this thing. He has done some very fast turboprops.
Contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
Like he has that world record turboprop that he recently sold. That was faster than his Eclipse jet. Let's see here. Pocket rocket airplane. Yeah, it's tailwheel model.
American 936, Phoenix approach, roger. Verify ATIS information, Bravo. American 936, roger. Expect the visual approach, runway 26. If you have another request, please bus.
Aviator Alexander, thank you for the host. Hello, everybody from Aviator Alexander's channel. Cheers. Yeah, dude, I trust me, Max. Mike said in his latest video that he got an offer for turbulence and sold it.
Alpha, and then join Echo to the ramp cross runway 30.
Stall power on, none. impossible to do a power on stall.
Sky 3539 Albuquerque departure, radar contact, climbing to maintain.
This thing is like the balls out anime version of the Marchetti.
Number 6 Kilo Zulu, taxi straight ahead on Alpha, join Echo to the ramp, cross runway 30 at taxiway Alpha.
It's too cool. Yeah, it's a neat little plane. Because yeah, the TorqueSim says they're going to do Draco as well, which was Mike Patey's latest project that he finished up. Is this a new airplane? Yes, it is. Just came out a couple of weeks ago, I think. Maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Pat Dog, how you doing? Much different engine than the one you have. Here's a much smaller 450. Oh, I got you. Okay.
Sure, 5 minutes off the deck.
I'm sorry, say again.
Sure, Fox, 5 minutes off the deck.
Number 2 Foxtrot, report is requested, advise backup.
Yeah, was turbulence based off? Turbulence wasn't based off this thing, was it? Let's see here. Maybe it was. Oh no, Lancer Legacy is what it's based on. Okay. Yeah, putting a PT6 in this is kind of absurd. It's all right though. I'll take it. I can't wait to see what we do when we actually get up to cruise though, like proper like mid-20s cruise. Today we're experimental 717 Tango Syrah. We are an experimental pocket rocket.
Sky 3539, fly present heading, join Victor 263 on course.
18 minutes to get to Farmington. This will be interesting. This will be interesting for the landing. It's pretty good little crosswind down there too. Let's see here. ATIS is 2715, so we can get that queued up. I guess you're probably not really worried about stalling this thing.
Left on the high speed, Mike 6 showing Mike northbound, and where do you enter the ramp today? Charlie south or north?
You can pretty much power out of anything.
1252 Roger, taxi on Mike and Charlie November to the ramp this
screenshot for now. I try to get one of the climb later on. F-16 of the GA, yeah. That'd kind of be the, to some extent, it'd be the Viper jet. I don't even know if that thing works in X-Plane 11. Could be fun. You're already 30 knots faster than TBM at its optimum cruise altitude. Ground speed right now is 368 knots. So we are 368 over the ground with a 10 knot tailwind component. So we're doing 358 true at the moment. That's not bad. Bought the Viper jet a week ago. I love this thing. Nice, dude. I haven't flown that for a while. That was kind of this, like what this plane is when it came out. Do I enjoy streaming GA or airliners more? It depends. Like most of the time I think I like GA more. Just because I enjoy GA flying, but
936, Roger, clear to visual approach, runway 26.
I'm at the point now where I kind of missed some of the airline stuff. Like I'm looking forward to going back to the airliner on Friday. We're gonna fly the IXEG. Spoilers. Making sure we're not gonna hit any of these peaks out here. But yeah, I generally enjoy flying GA more. It's the main reason why I added an actual just GA night. Exclusive preview. I like that. It's good. You can just feel how fast we're going too. we get over these mountains, we can start making our way down. How does this thing descend? Does it descend well, or does it descend, is it very slippery? I'm guessing it's pretty slippery. Like, it probably doesn't want to slow down, does it? Descends quickly, yeah. Turboprops are never slippery, that's true. Wrecked in Effect, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Horn Chicken Flyer 95, good to see you. Can you go full helicopter with this thing since it has so much power? Yeah. I'm assuming that you could just stick the nose straight up in the air and you would just continue climbing. I'm not sure I want to try that. That seems to be a thing that you could do. No, Max told me not to pull the power on the landing, or else the thing just drops like a stone, because, you know, the wings are pretty much there for aesthetic purposes only. This thing is mostly kept flying by the gigantic engine sitting out front. Slows down quickly. That's good to know. Puff MTD, how you doing? Website said 6,200 feet per second, probably feet per minute, be my guess, at 80 degrees. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it said there was no power on stall speed. Oops. What should we be at for a power setting right now? Anyway, 1628. 1628 will be red line. So we go for 1620 or so. That's good. Electrician 1, how you doing, my friend? It has been a while. How are things going? We're flying the TorqueSim pocket rocket. It's an experimental aircraft. A very fast little plane with a PT-6 engine out in front. We're flying VFR down to the Farmington airport from Aspen prior to us going on an IFR flight to Amarillo here after this. Amarillo is in a thunderstorm right now, so it should be a very interesting and sporty arrival. Ernie the Cat, how you doing, man? Thank you very much for 28 months of support. I do appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. Hope you're doing well, Ernie. Come in hot or die trying with no power. Pretty much. Logical Numbers, how you doing? It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. We're cruising along this little pocket rocket here. This is kind of a ridiculous airplane. Also somewhat concerned because I have not heard anything on comms for a few minutes. There's nobody doing anything, so I think we're okay. Alright, so let's see here. Farmington Airport is 5,500 feet. See if we get the ATC in.
Pro at 19er, gust 29er.
Okay.
Visibility 10, 8,500 scattered. Temperature 19er. Dew point -1. Altimeter 2988. Arriving and departing runways 2325. Visual approaches. Back all the way assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact.
Oh.
Farmington Four Corners Regional Airport. 8. Information November. 2353 Zulu. Wind 290 at 19er. Gust 29er.
Oh, jeez.
Visibility 10. 8,500 scattered. Temperature 19er. Dew point -1. Altimeter 2988. Arriving and departing runways 25. Visual approach is in use. Read back all runway
Oh, yeah.
assignments
Good.
and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Good, good, good. That's what I wanted to hear.
Farm.
Okay, so we're going to shoot for runway 25. Runway 25 is notable for giving us the least amount of crosswind. And having the longest runway, but it doesn't really matter between the two. The winds are 290 at 19, gust 29er though. That's pretty good. $290 19 runway 25. That's 12 knot crosswind component on the winds.
American 936, contact Phoenix Tower.
With an 18 knot component on the gust. So I guess it's not that bad. Like it's less than 15. Who knows what the demonstrator for this thing is? Yeah, we'll be all right. I'm sure we'll survive. It even has an iPad. That's my iPad. Right here. If you're wondering, it's running 4 flight. So yeah, I'm running 4 flight, and I can put it on the screen using a program called Air Server. If you haven't seen that before, it does have AviTab support, which people seem to really like. I don't have a lot of use for AviTab just because I have the iPad. Happy Thursday evening. I like it. Or Eve. Am I doing a landing challenge with the Flight Sim Expo? Well, I absolutely plan on doing it, yeah. That's a 1 hour old ATIS. I'd probably update it, didn't it?
2353 Zulu. Wind 290 at 19er. Gust 29er. Visibility 10. 8,500 scattered. Temperature 19er. Dew point -1.
Yeah,
Altimeter 2988.
Yeah.
Arriving and departing runways 2325. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
So when the ATIS does update, it's not going to be any better. So the current winds are now 31024, gust 31. Yeah, whatever. We'll survive. It ain't gonna be good, that's for sure. It's gonna be a little tough. Let's head down now to let's see, pattern altitude is gonna be 7,000 feet. So I guess we can start down to like 8 or so, 8,500. Yeah, I'll start down 8,500. Okay, let's do vertical speed, 1,500 feet per minute. Never Center Experimental 717 Tango Syrah is leaving 16.5. Shoot for 250 on the speed. I wonder if I lost him. Ever tried to squeeze into a Lancer? I looked at a Lancer one time and decided it wasn't for me. Old fly guy, how you doing? This thing, I'm thinking it looks a lot more comfortable than it actually is. Yeah, I think there's a good assumption there. Dude like me ain't gonna fit in there very well. I remember, I have looked at Keith's Lancer, and there's no way I was getting inside that thing. That's a Lancer 360. Silverbird Actual, how you doing, man? This thing is very quick. When we do our departure out of here, you'll definitely see that.
B1. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18. Dew point -3. Altimeter 2989er.
There's the new
Arriving
one.
and departing runways 2325. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Oscar.
Oscar.
Farmington Four Corners Regional Airport. ATC information, Oscar. 0053 Zulu. Wind 300 at 24. Gust 31. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 18. Dew point -3. Altimeter 29 or 89er. Arriving and departing runway 23, 25. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Oscar.
Okay, we got Oscar. Denver Center, experimental 717 Tango Sierra. We'll go ahead and cancel our advisories. Yeah, I think we lost Denver Center at some point. Let's grab the grab a new frequency. 18575 should be him. Well, whatever. Tower, we know it's coming up. Tower's 18-9er. We can put that in. There we go. Easily fit in a Lancer. We'll simply cut you in half. Put your upper half in the left seat, lower half in the right seat. I like the way you think, Toto. You're a problem solver. An engineer is what they might call you. Matt, 1997 Air, how you doing, my friends? Good to see you, buddy.
Traffic.
Ty 4x4, thank you very much for the host, my friend. Hello, everybody from your stream. Cheers, guys. You're gonna see something very different tonight. Welcome aboard. I met Ty 4x4 at a meetup many months ago, and we had the same hat on, we have the same name, and we live in the same general vicinity of one another. You stream like everything though, man. I think I saw you playing Final Fantasy 14 at one point. Hopefully we don't crash, dude. The goal is not to crash. But this thing's a bit of a death trap though. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, we lost our air traffic control services. Denver Center, experimental 717, take us here. Alright, we may just call Farmington up here. See if we can get him there. Farmington Tower, experimental 717, Tango Sierra.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra to Farmington Target.
We lost Denver Center back there, so we're inbound with Oscar about 10 miles to the northeast, full stop.
717 Tango Sierra, yeah, Denver Center advised they were trying to get you. There was no reply, no worries. Information Oscar is current, you did advise you had that. Altimeter's 29er, 89er. Enter right base for runway 25, and report 3 miles.
You want us in the left base for 25, 7 Tango Sierra?
No, sir, I said right base.
All right, right base runway 25, 7 Tango Sierra. Why am I looking? I'm looking at this. Oh yeah, right. No, you're right. Right base. I'm an idiot. Oh, don't crash on me here. All right, my airplane.
Sky high 35, 39. Albuquerque Center, good evening. Santa Fe altimeter is 2997.
Okay, there's an airport out there somewhere.
United 2263, connect Oklahoma Center 128.7.
Is that it right there? There's Beacon. There's Beacon, there's the airport. Okay, so pattern altitude for this is going to be 7,000 feet.
Did you copy the altimeter?
Comes right base. We get the sucker down.
Sky 35, 39, the Santa Fe altimeter 2997.
What are my speeds?
2263 up on Center, good evening, climb, maintain
Approach
level
speed
23.
140. Landing speed 70. Props full. Ourselves below 200 inside the Delta. Here we go. Formation Tower, experimental 717, take us to our right base 25.
Air 7 Tango Sierra, winds 30024, gust 31, runway 25, clear line.
Clear line, runway 25, experimental 717, take us 0. Alright, landing speed 70 knots means our approach speed, yeah, 140, okay. We'll probably bring it down to about 80 or 90. Gear down. Oh, this is really squirrely. Flaps full. That's runway 23. I figured a little bit early, but that's all right. Yeah, we're talking a real guy right now. So we got a real person providing us with air traffic control services at the moment.
Tower, Pocket Rocket, 2 Romeo Fox. Has ever had the Delta inbound with whiskey?
Operator 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Farmington Tower, Denver Center advising that 11857 is broken. Main audience has been advised. Enter left downwind runway 25, number 2, following Pocket Rocket on 3
1857's broken.
Alright, left downwind for 25 behind the company, 2 RF.
And over 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Oscar's current altimeter 298,
Yeah, Oscar's current, not whiskey.
Oscar,
I can already feel it real squirrely. It's not too bad though, honestly. It doesn't feel terrible. You just like, it's very, very light on the control movements. Or control inputs.
Over 2 Romeo Foxtrot, the traffic's following now a mile, final when it will report on.
We're looking 2 Romeo Foxtrot, we don't have him.
Roger, I'll call your base, continue downwind.
Continue on the downwind, 2 RF.
Let's see if this will push me into final here. There's a wind's coming off my right pretty good. 20 knot crosswind component, no big deal. Okay, you're down 3 green, Foxtrot indicated. Romeo in sight, clearance received. That's going to be the crab right there. Nice light inputs.
2745.
Oh man, the crap is real. I'm going to need a little bit of sync here as we come in over the ridge by this airport.
Romeo Fox has the traffic.
Air Romeo Foxtrot, follow that traffic, and runway 25, put a land wind 30021. 30024, gust 31 now.
Going 25, 2 RF.
Yep, there's a sync I was expecting. Too much power. Jesus.
2263 up on center. Tango Sierra, welcome to Farmington, left turn Foxtrot, join Alpha to the ramp this frequency.
Foxtrot Alpha ramp your frequency, 7 Tango Sierra, see you in field.
Sit.
Hey, Tower, Romeo Fox, confirm 29 or 25?
25.
25.
Now, there is no 2-9, so. Jump off here, take a right on Alpha.
Farmington Tower, TV
Well, that was sporty.
Sierra,
Holy
15
cow.
miles north, inbound full stop with Oscar.
Okay, so we would want the landing lights, strobe lights off.
Sierra, Farmington Tower,
Hey.
good evening, thanks for Oscar, altimeter 2989er, enter right base, runway 25, report through.
Right base 25, 43 miles, 24 Oscar.
Atlantic's going to be here on, oops, this turnoff. Fly the plane on the ground. Dude, that'll get your heart going right there. Holy cow. Oh man, that was cool. All right. All right, so we need to turn off avionics. And the igniter off, bring the gens off. Fuel pump pitot heat. Probably should have opened up the inertial separator, but we didn't. Turn off the oxygen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Four Corners Airport. Actually, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I was expecting that to be a much more difficult approach, but this thing just sort of powered itself in. All right, we made it. Can hear the engine cooling off too, which is pretty cool. Toto, are you still here, man? Are they using any of your PT6 code or your PT6 modifications, or is that all Coop's doing? Nice. JP Artifa, welcome aboard. I'm more excited than people playing Fortnite. I agree, man. Total Rico, take it easy. He's just taking off. Aviator BGA, welcome aboard. We're flying the Pocket Rocket. Exclamation point plane. You can get a link to it. There you go. Real Stan Chaz, what's going on, Stan? Dude, it's going pretty well, buddy. Good to see you, man. Happy Wednesday. All right. Let's go ahead and do it. We'll do an little IFR plan here for the next one. And we'll just get this sucker up in the air. Show ain't stopping for anybody. Max on the ground? Yeah. Oh yeah, he got off. Yeah, he got off same time I did. Oh, there he is. All right. Let's do some flight planning here. So FPL, you're good. Clear you. So we're going Farmington out to Amarillo. Because we totally want to fly into the... I totally want to fly into that crap. All right, jets, turboprops. That might be one to do. I don't think I want to do that. Just follow the jet route. Yeah, let's just follow that jet route. Rattlesnake is right here. Yeah. Works for me. All right, FMN, Rattlesnake, J58, FTI, J76, TCC. And we're going to go to 25,000 feet. Pop up PilotEdge here. We'll plug that in. PilotEdge, just sign in. File IFR November 717 Tango Sierra. We are 4Z slant Golf. True airspeed is gonna be close to 400. Departure location KFMN KMA 25,000 feet. We're gonna go RSK J58 FTI J76 TCC Amarillo, and we'll put experimental pocket rocket. File that. All right. I don't need to take a break. Let's just go. What do you say? Farmington, add plate, Amarillo, airport diagram there. Pull this diagram up. Ground controls 21-7. So we'll just give them a call here. It's gonna be the quickest turn you guys ever seen on this channel. Would I fly this thing in real life? Not a chance, dude. No way. My kahunas are not that big. All right, so let's pull the fuel truck out here. All right, aircraft load manager. Let's add a whole bunch of fuel. Just fill it all the way up. It lets you add more and then just let it kind of bring itself down to whatever it wants. That's good. All right, we'll get the sucker fired up. Battery on. Push you a bunch of times. Jay Cross, what's going on, John? John, thank you very much for 26 months of support. I do appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. Hope you are doing well on this fine Wednesday evening. Okay, gen's off, battery cell good, avionics off, igniter to auto, pitot heat off, fuel pump is on, auxiliary fuel pump is off, cable lights off, fuel selector on auto. Nav, beacon, panel lights are good, everything else is good down here. Let's go ahead. This might be my absolute favorite thing about this entire airplane. Let's start the engine. 1, 2. RPM spinning. NG's coming up. 16%. Wait for stabilization. Looks good. No. Low idle's what I want. High idle here. So what we saw before was that the ITTs came up. Yeah, so I had to give it a little bit of gas to get those RPMs up. And as soon as they did, that's good. Okay. Okay, so that's running. Let's come down here. Let's go gens to gen. Bat cell on, avionics can go on, igniter stay on auto. Those are good. Open the inertial separator. And then we'll tune into ground. Ground's 21.7. I'm assuming Oscar is still current. Gamer, welcome aboard. Specs are down below if you scroll down. Happy Wednesday, it's good to see you. Transponder, VFR. There we go. Yeah, give it some power. It gets that. It for whatever reason that seems to be the thing that brings the RPMs up after start. That condition lever is a little finicky. I noticed. All right, so let's do CRAFT. T. Formation ground, good evening. Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, IFR clearance Amarillo, please.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, Farmington ground, good evening. Clear to the Amarillo airport via the Final 1 departure, radar vectors are Rattlesnake, then as filed. Pilot maintain 11,000, expect 51250, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.67 for Denver Center, squawk 2527.
Go to Emerald Airport, Plata 1, Rattlesnake S filed, 11,000 departure, 250 within 10, departure 125.67, squawk 2527, experimental 717 Tango Sierra.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, read Becker is correct, and if no joy on that frequency, I think 1857 is broken as well. Denver Center 127.02.
Okay, we'll try 2567. If it doesn't work, we'll try 2702, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, so 2527. 2527. Let's come down here. We'll program up the GPS. So starting from Farmington. Let's turn him down for a second. Okay. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, well we'll brief that departure here in a second because there's actually stuff I gotta care about. But until then, RSK. RSK menu, load airway, Juliet, or J58. Taking that all the way to FTI. Going away from MILF. Menu, load airway. And J76. Taking that all the way to TCC. And then going to KAMA. Good. That's flight plan. All right, let's brief this departure real quick. All right, aircraft's departing runway 2325, right turn heading 360 to intercept the Rattlesnake 316 at the Plata intersection. Oh, I see how this works. Okay. From there, then we make our right turn. We head out to... I guess then we turn back and go direct Rattlesnake. What it looks like. That's what I'm going to go with. So if I load this procedure, it's going to draw it. 2.5. That's what I will expect. So I'll put that in there, but we'll come in here and delete CEZ. So Plata, Rattlesnake. All right, so it's got the departure. It's got the intercept. It's got Plata, and then it's got the turn back to Rattlesnake. That works. That's weird, but we'll go with it. None of it's going to matter, because I'm sure we'll get direct Rattlesnake at some point pretty quickly, given how fast we're going to climb. Okay, so we want a whole boatload of rudder trim in here. Boatload of rudder trim. Elevator trim is centered. That's fine. One notch of flaps. Those are good. Those are good. Those are all fantastic. Those are good. I think we're ready to taxi. Oh yeah, let's set the autopilot up here. 11,000 initial. And we'll go up in flight change mode at 130. 130 for cruise climb. That's really, really slow. So we'll set that for 130. I don't know where the knob is for that thing. I think it's this one.
Retard.
I actually have no idea. Holy crap. Max, thanks for... Wow. Max, thanks for gifting 50 subs. Cheers, my friend. Welcome, everybody who's new to the Beer of the Month Club. I'm not going to go through and read everything. Max, thank you very much, dude. I really do appreciate it. Cheers.
Retard.
Max is one. Good to see you, Cheddar. Welcome aboard. Steve Dunn, how you doing? Wheels up. Lady Tuesday. Safa Jake, how you doing? Dude, Ty, you can do VR, man. Come on over one of these days. We'll fire the sim up. We'll do some VR stuff. Co-gamers, good to see you, man. Anybody else I miss here? One bad alien, good to see you. Yeah, dude, VR is intense in the flight sims. DCS is super fun in VR. I think DCS is my favorite VR experience so far. So that's good, that's good, that's good. All right, let's do flight controls. Right rudder, left rudder, all the way around there. Good. Turn you up. VR's a little bit tough because you can't read the instruments very well.
2263, connect delay center 133.2.
So flying on PilotEdge and the stuff that we're doing tonight is going to be a little bit more difficult. But if you just want to go tool around, this thing might be crazy in VR.
Air 139, connect departure.
Max, thank you again, man. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, dude. Oh, hey, we're going backwards. VR in DCS is where it's at, man.
Air 139, Salt Lake departure, radar contact, common maintain 16,000, clear direct field, Fairfield on course.
Farmington Ground, good evening. Experimental 717 Tango Sierra coming out of Atlantic Aviation with Oscar for taxi.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, Farmington Ground, runway 25, taxi by Alpha.
25 Alpha, Experimental 77 Tango Sierra. Okay, clear left. Clear right.
Farmington Ground, TBM 24 Alpha Sierra with Oscar. Can I get my IFR clearance to Amarillo from you?
TBM 24 Alpha Sierra, Farmington Ground, good evening.
You should have gotten ahead of me, buddy.
Plan of 1 departure. Radar vector for Rattlesnake.
So if you guys are into it, we got some new folks in here tonight.
Expect level 250, 3 minutes after departure. Departure frequency.
All the voices you're hearing are real people.
125.67.
Get the volume adjusted here.
1506.
So the voices are all real people. He's a person acting as an ATC, air traffic controller. He's being paid to do this right now. That guy talking right now is another pilot in his simulator flying on the network. So he's actually flying along with us tonight.
125.6 Denver Center and squawk 1506.
If you listen closely, you might even hear him in the background.
24 Alpha Sierra, read back correct. Just confirm frequency 125.67. You cut off on the.
So he's flying along with us, and there's a whole slew of people that are flying out here tonight. It's a little bit less busy than usual, which is nice. Partially why I'm flying in Western U.S. and not in SoCal tonight. All right, towers, that frequency 18.9er. Everybody, thanks again to Max. I really, really do appreciate it, man. Okay, so that's done. Departure frequency 2567. If you're also new here and you want to see something really cool, come back on Friday, where we're gonna fly the airliners. So we'll fly around in a Boeing, and that's a very different experience from what we're doing tonight. Like in a lot of ways, it's similar, but it's also very different. Z-Man, good to see you. Space Monkey, welcome aboard. Leading Edge Simulations, what's going on, Goran? How you doing, man? Amtrak Man, welcome aboard. Anybody else I miss here? CC131, welcome aboard. I think we got them all. We're in the Pocket Rocket by TorqueSim. Exclamation point airplane. I'm here for the GA, yeah. Farmington Tower, Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, holding short 25.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, Farmington Tower, wind 300 at 24, gust 31, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff from 25, Experimental 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, on departure, right turn 360 up to 11,000 feet. We're going to use partial power for this departure because we don't need it all. Lights, camera, and action. That's set. Trims are set. Let's go flying. Clear right. Clear left. But you know what? Let's also... a little earlier in the day. Get the sun back out. This is going to happen very quickly. And that's what she said. Shut up for a little bit here. How's it right? Gear up. Flaps in. Flaps in, I said.
Experimental 7 Tango Sierra, connect departure, good fly.
Departure 7 Tango Sierra, we'll see it. Departure Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, 8,000, climbing 11,000.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, Denver Center, Addons.
Addons, 7 Tango Sierra.
There's 7 Tango Sierra's radar contact, 1.5 north Farmington Airport, officer indicates 9,500. Island maintain level 230, clear direct rattlesnake on course.
Level 230, direct rattlesnake, 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, bring you out here. Keep the turn in. Rattlesnake direct, enter, enter. Alright. We're clear to 230.
No traffic observed between you and the Dallas Airport. Report cancellation of Vfr within 5 minutes of landing. Change,
close the separator. Let's power that sucker. Let's see what kind of climb rate we got out of this thing. I do not like those. How do I get rid of those?
Experimental 7 Tango Sierra, connect Denver Center 127.02.
2702, 7 Tango Sierra. Two. And we'll go standard altimeter 2902. Denver Center experimental 717 Tango Sierra, flight level 200, climbing flight level 230.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, Denver Center, climbing maintain level 250.
Level 250, experimental 717 Tango Sierra. Let's try to get her lined up a little bit here. Let's go 250. It's 25. More power because we can. So we're adjusting. We're watching our torque here to make sure it doesn't go red line. Actually, I'm full on the throttle now. So this is all we got. That was really silly. That was really silly. Meow. Oh man. Sarah Melody, thanks for gifting us up tonight, bot. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Salt Lake Center 125.57.
Peter Hoover, how you doing, man? Had my first soul today. Congratulations. That's awesome, dude. All right. Oop, hey, torque's a little high. Torque climbs once you start speeding up. I'm gonna check on that. Actually, let's pull it back because we're supposed to be at 22,000 RPM. So we're watching this gauge right here. Get that back to 2,000.
TBM 24 Alpha Sierra, Farmington ground, runway 25, taxi Bravo. Taxi Bravo,
there we go.
Alpha. Here, 139er.
Good enough for me.
Good evening, Delta altimeter 3023. Advise when you pick up the weather and approach your bus.
All right, let's see how we end up doing. So we're doing 400 over the ground right now. We've got a 23 knot tailwind component. The official term for what we're doing right now is hauling ass. We got about 48 minutes in.
Expect that procedure at Utah.
Yeah, that's actually 403 ground speed now. And can't quite go completely full on the throttle, but I can go pretty close to it.
399 procedure at Utah.
We're still we're like almost 3 degrees nose down attitude as we're flying along here. Yeah, this thing's pretty nuts. What was max torque? 1628, so 1626 I can deal with. Helps when you fly coordinated too. All right. Now we're in business. The doors are closed, yeah. It's just the way the glass looks. We could open the doors if you wanted to. Oh, I need to turn the oxygen on too. There you go. All right, so here comes our first bit of weather to fly over. This is not going to be too bad. There are some bigger echo tops here. I think we'll be okay. Icing is a concern. Icing is quite a concern. So here's a question. Do I get my... X-Rad doesn't seem to be working yet. Weather radar is something I'm going to want to have here in a second. We'll see what happens. Captain Obvious, good to see you. What beautiful fresh air. What's the gallons per hour? Oh, that's a good question. Fuel flow is 327 pounds per hour. That's about 50... What is it, about 53, 54 gallons per hour? So we're burning 53, 54 gallons per hour, moving just myself and my bags at 404 knots. At 77 true. So 377 true is what we're getting right now. That's cumulonimbus, isn't it? Well, we shouldn't fly through that, but what's the worst that'll happen? 48.81, there you go. Aviation Gamer, welcome aboard. My night's going pretty good, man. Did a little VFR flight down to Farmington over the mountains. Now we are making our way... Oops, torque's a little high. Now we are making our way over to Amarillo to pursue some storms. I think we're about to fly through something maybe not pleasant here. How many subs did Max? I think Max get to 50 subs. Thank you again, Max. Did we get through them all? No, they're still coming in. We're almost there. Boeing, Airbus, Embroil, Bombardier, don't care. Do not care. I think putting yourself into factions around airplanes is kind of silly. Ohio 77, thank you for your support, man. Welcome back for 2 months. Cheers, man. Do appreciate it. We're almost caught up here. We're getting close. Gregory Mayo, welcome aboard. Toasted Donut, how you doing? Yeah, icing, I'm a little concerned about icing coming into Amarillo. Depending on how...
7 Tango Sierra, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
34.6, 717 Tango Sierra. 34. Yeah, a little concerned about icing coming into Amarillo, because there's going to be probably some weather to deal with. We'll see what happens. Albuquerque Center, experimental 717 Tango Sierra, flight level 250.
Air 717 Tango Sierra, Albuquerque Center, good evening, clear direct Amarillo.
Direct Amarillo, 717 Tango Sierra. Nice. All right, flight plan. AMA, direct, activate.
R24 off Sierra
We
Tower,
should see, I think we would see something on the next rad here eventually. We'll see once we get a little bit closer. Like the core of the weather.
R24 off Sierra.
We're about to fly into a little bit here.
30026 gets 31 runway.
I'll turn these up.
Runway 25, come check out.
So we're about to fly into a little bit of weather here. In front of us, but nothing too bad. The bad stuff is going to be as we get closer to Amarillo tonight.
Retard.
So actually, we're direct.
Retard.
Direct 2. There we go. About 40 minutes out, so we'll eventually find some schmoo. Fly Cabo, thank you very much for your support, and welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers, my friend. I appreciate it. What's the deal with call signs? The assigned one to you? Nope. I picked my own call sign. I chose my call sign, and you can change your call sign anytime you want. Well, anytime you want, except for when you're in the air. I just tend to use the same call sign because it's easier for me, and I like my call sign. But yeah, no, you can fly as an airliner. You can fly as a general aviation aircraft like we are doing tonight. You can fly however you'd like to. Kyle 41832, welcome aboard. I'm a casual FSX player. Would you recommend getting X-Plane? 100%. If you wanna do like more sort of realistic flying, if you want to get into an actual like simulator that you can use for, you know, like proper procedures and stuff like that, I totally would recommend X-Plane. P3D is an option as well, but you're going to spend a lot more money in P3D than you will over in the X-Plane world. What type of aircraft are you into? I fly everything, man. We're flying this pocket rocket today, which is kind of weird. I'm going to fly a 737-300 on Friday. Last week, we flew a King Air 350 and a Diamond DA-62. Like, I fly literally everything but helicopters, because those are death traps. But I don't really mind too much. I don't really mind too much what I jump into.
TVM4 Alpha Sierra, connect Denver Center, we'll see you.
Oh yeah, the tag. Don't worry about the tag. The tag doesn't mean anything. It's the tail number. Like, it's the tail number of this particular livery. I just ignore that. Some planes have customizable tags. Like this, I think has some liveries that you can customize the tags on. I just choose not to use them. Personal preference. X Aviation CEO, what's going on, Cameron? Good to see you, man. Happy Friday, dude, or happy Wednesday. We're flying your pocket rockets tonight, man. This thing is ridiculous. That's a rather unique cloud formation. Yeah, X-Plane clouds are okay until they're not okay. Then they look kind of like, maybe a little funky. Nico Rosberg, good to see you. I'm in a modern fighters like the F-22. There's no F-22s out for any of the sims, though. I don't think. Stike in here, good to see you, man. If it were Friday, yeah, I wish it were Friday. I still got a couple of days of work to go. Coast Pilot, how you doing, man? A Wednesday surprise. Only because I skipped Monday. I took a sabbatical this week.
Retard.
This you're not found. Thanks for gifting the sub to Pocket Rocket _. Cheers to both you guys. I do appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, the diagonal clouds are fun. Just, I don't know. In general, yeah. X-Planes, like the clouds, it's fine. It's not a big deal. They serve their purpose. It's nothing, like none of it's going to be like Active Sky is in P3D and FSX. Like, we're just not there yet. I think the closest we had for a while, like, there's been times when I think SkyMax does a reasonably good job. There was a time when, you know, X-Enviro did a really good job back in like X-Plane 10. But right now, all of our weather options are kind of like, not great. But it's mostly for simulating the low visibility stuff when you're coming in approaches and whatnot. Like that's all. That's what I care about the most. All right, so we got 38 minutes. Once we're up in cruise, there's not really a lot to do here. Especially in this plane, it's pretty simple. Monitor our instruments, make sure nothing's gonna blow up. We got plenty of gas, right? Yeah.
TVM4 Officer here, comma maintain level 230.
Not entirely sure how the fuel system works in this airplane.
I apologize for level up, but I gave it to you.
What I don't know is if we're pulling from this. I think we're pulling from the center tank. So. Do I need to have does the auxiliary fuel pump, does that fill up the center tank? Or is the center tank being used to fuel up the left and the right side? Yeah, must be, the center tank must be filling up the left and the right side then. So we're gonna go with until we blow the plane up. Space Daddy, thanks for the bits, man. Diagonal clouds bring the immersion to 200%. Lol. That they too, man. Cheers. Flight Advanced, good to see you. Flaps are still on 10? What? Nah, they're up. Yeah, I definitely put the flaps up. And I can look at it, but I visually confirmed the flaps are up. So we good there. SMC Can, welcome aboard. Good to see you. I got Active Sky on special yesterday. I like it so far. Yeah, I think Active Sky and FS Global are pretty similar in terms of what they do. For the moment, at least. Like, maybe down the... Like, I think once X-Plane's rendering engine gets switched over to Vulkan, I'm assuming that developers will get a little bit more power as to what they can and can't do inside the engine. So, with any luck, we will see some better weather add-ons coming at that point. But for now, we don't. We get what we get. James, thanks for the bits. Was wondering, what P rating do you hold 1 to 5? I don't know what a P rating is. I want to buy the Just Flight PA-28 Aero 3 versus the Piper PA-28 Aero 3. Which one do you recommend? Probably at this point the Just Flight, but I don't know. I spent a lot of time in the V-Flight Air. I have not spent a lot of time in the Just Flight Aero. But I think that like the Just Flight one, I think is going to probably look a little better and sound a little bit better just because it's newer. But I haven't flown either one of them recently, so I don't have a good answer for you there. When Vulkan comes, it'll definitely get better. That's the goal, man. That's the hope. Yeah, I mean they're both pretty solid airplanes. Both the guys that are making the Arrows. I want the maximum weather effects because I think rain in a vehicle is the comfiest thing ever. Well, you'll get that. I'm sure we're gonna get some rain in this thing once we get up there. As we fly into this madness ahead of us. Honestly, I have no idea what X-Plane's going to do once we get up there. There's some areas of extreme precipitation. Winds 280, 19, gust 30. Ah, whatever. We'll fly through it and see what happens. Is 1885. Alright, so we don't have that yet. No ATIS just yet.
TBM 4 Alpha Sierra, contact Denver Center 127.02.
Clear side of this first line of storms. This stuff was giving Albuquerque a hard time earlier. P1 or P2, it's training for virtual pilots. Oh, I haven't done any of the P ratings for VATSIM, no. They're optional. They're not required. I don't fly on VATSIM that much anyway. I do most of my flying on PilotEdge, which is what we're doing tonight. I brought an A320 and found a Ryanair version. Nice. That's not gonna work. Mr. Chow, how you doing? It's good to see you, buddy. Aviation Gamer, take it easy, man. Have a good night. I'll be live on Friday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, the plane doesn't sound too bad, honestly. I was a little surprised by that. I think a lot of these guys are finally getting sound sets that are pretty good. They're definitely getting it figured out. Clouds aren't great. It's fine. Whatever. Again, I don't care. I don't really care about the quality.
Could you try 118.57 for me again?
Was that for 7 Tango Syrah?
1857.
1857. We'll give it a go. $118.
Denver Center on 118.57, 24 Alpha Sierra.
TBM 24 Alpha Sierra, Denver Center, loud and clear, how many?
Oh. That wasn't me that was
Thank you,
supposed
sir.
to
You
go
can
there.
return to 127.02, appreciate it.
That was for him, not for me. I'll just leave this alone. You can be my pocket rocket any day of the week. Oh. The clouds look a heck of a lot better than they used to. I agree, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, there's a vast improvement over the weather of old, that's for sure. X-Plane 10 stock weather was pretty bad, and it ran like garbage, too. Don't get this sentence out of context ever. Robert57, good to see you, man. Strange things happen at Miami Cargo. DC-10 taking off, 8 right, full throttle, starting the roll. All of a sudden, kept rolling, turning hard left. Did a turn, waited for the throttle, waited again for 8 right. 3 passenger planes took off. DC-10 took off like nothing. Saw it, heard it from Alpha. So that's kind of weird. Maybe they had a stuck brake or one of their engines didn't spool up properly or something. Saldino, good to see you, man. Happy Friday, or happy Wednesday, sorry. Wishful thinking. Looks like you're headed into the end of the universe. Yeah, dude. We're going to Texas, man. And I think the next red might be not working. That's actually a bit of a problem for me. But we'll see what it does up here. Who needs radar, right? We'll look out the window. We'll be able to figure it out. Just put the push the throttle forward and punch right through it. We get a little bit of clear stuff here now until we get another 100 miles or so up ahead. We're showing 29 minutes on the flights. Yeah, we'll see what it does. We'll see what it does here once we get within about 100 miles or so. I don't think the weather's going to load in for all that way up there. A TCAS should say 00 on that target behind you. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that TCAS is definitely wrong. That's a stock X-plane thing, though, I believe. Like, I know Toto has done some work on, like, I think they're using Toto's modified G1000, at least part of it. And he's done some work, but there's some stuff where it's still running the stock Laminar stuff. Oh, hey, uh-oh. Crap. That's moisture. Space Daddy, thanks for the bits, man. I ship Cat X Max. I'm not sure what that means. Jojo Bear, welcome aboard. Deus X, welcome aboard. Now we're in Albuquerque Center. 34.6 is correct. Outside air temperature is minus 24. Oh, I gotcha. The youngsters today say I ship that, meaning I support it. Gotcha. No, I don't. I've never heard that in my life. using Toto's lib rain. So, can I see icing then? Like, will I actually see ice accumulating on this airframe if that were to start happening? To be honest, I'm not sure how big of a problem icing is in this plane. We have so much excess power. J-Pilot 136, happy Wednesday. I see what you did there. I'm on to you, my friend. I have nearly all Assassin's Creed. I don't have Syndicate or Unity. I think I got Syndicate and Black Flag are the only two that I've played. And honestly, I haven't put a ton of time into either one of them. Yeah, J-Pod, I've already said Happy Friday like 5 or 6 times tonight, so don't feel too bad. Do not feel bad. Areas of extreme precipitation to the north and the west of Amarillo. That's why we're flying here. No lightning down there, though. The lightning's all up to the north and east, so it's just a lot of precip. Probably a lot of convection and a lot of bumps.
Retard.
Okay, not yet. Dan is not original. Dan, thank you very much for the 12 plus months. I know you've been here a lot longer than that. Cheers, my friend. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Icing on the windshield, but the ice in the airframe is also managed by Librain. Gotcha. What would you say are good PC specs to run X-Plane reasonably? Get a modern i5 or i7 and a GTX 2060, I think, a GTX 1060. Like, if you get the 60 series of cards by NVIDIA and you get a like a modern i5, you should be fine. You could probably get away with like I've seen deals on AMD 2700s, like those might work. And a 580, like an AMD Radeon 580 might be okay. But yeah, get an i5, get a GTX 1060 or 2060, and get as much RAM as you can afford. That would be my recommendation. I don't care how much power you have. If your airfoil gets corrupted, you're dead. Yeah, that's true. We'll fly it all the way to the scene of the crash, I promise. If it comes to that, which it shouldn't. It is in the TBM, so the TorqueSim guys will, yeah, it'll be in the airframe. Okay, good. So we'll be able to at least see the icing as it happens. We're starting to get the wispy clouds out here, which tells me that we getting close. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this plane. It's something very, very, very different. The performance is just silly. Like, it's really, really silly, which is pretty cool in its own way. Here come the bumps. Sorry, I stayed up too late last night. I've never lost an airframe. We found them all eventually. You know, I have only crashed on the stream a couple of times. Okay, so let's think here. All the times I've crashed on the stream, there was the Halloween stream years and years and years ago where I crashed on departure in the 737-200 in the pumpkin livery because I was a bit too ambitious on setting the weather. That was bad. I crashed the Embraer 110 when I was flying the I-5 because I freaked out because I missed my altitude. I nosed it over, and I think I might have like somehow stalled the tail section or something, and I went down. We had the A320 crash one time because the activation didn't work correctly. We had the TBM 900 crash one time because I think AJ failed something critical on my airplane. We didn't, well, I mean, we put the 777 into Boston Harbor, but the plane was still flyable. So I don't consider that, we'll call that an incident, not a crash. Kyokin, how you doing, man? Everybody just wants to stream at the same time. I'm sorry, dude. Who else is live tonight? Dude, the cool kids are all here. Like, you know that, Kyokin. Like, this is the place to be. We got the best tugs. It says so in the livery. Who else is streaming, though? Got the K-Man. Oh, Chili Willy's is live. The party plane, indeed. That's right. Stan knows what's up. Does the Embraer 110 work in X-Plane 11? Yeah, there's a new version out, Dave. So there's a new version that supports 11. It's okay. It's definitely been eclipsed by other planes at this point, but it's still a pretty good plane to fly around in. I crashed the MD-80 into Amarillo. Oh yeah, that's right. Right. I came in hot and then I came in slow, and I think I slammed it so hard that we balled it up. Yes. Yeah, totally. That totally counts. Bravo 77 Whiskey, good to see you. BH Wild 18, welcome aboard. The 747 into the building in the LAX final, yeah. Yeah, that was a PilotEdge event from Reno down to LAX. We were on final, and I wasn't sure if the building in front of me was solid or not. Turns out it was. So we definitely had ourselves a domestic event that day. I think that actually put me on live stream. I think Dan is Unoriginal posted that to live stream fail. Crow 1088, good to see it. The Bird Strike, I think the Bird Strike stuff was that in the TBM? There might have been AJ throwing stuff at me at the TBM. There was the one time at Flight Sim Con where Peter threw birds at me and I lost one of my engines coming into San Diego. I'd be surprised if you never crashed a 727. I don't think I ever crashed it on stream. Yeah, I don't think I ever crashed that one on stream. 505 North, no problem, man. Have a good night. We'll catch you on Friday. Emergency landings. I don't really do failures, so we haven't had any emergency landings. Oh, we're starting to get weather now. Starting to get some trace amounts of stuff on the radar here. All right.
Embroil International Airport, ATC information Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
0153 Zulu. Wind 260 at 16. Visibility 6. Plane, missed. Ceiling 5,000 over cat. Temperature minor. Dew point 7. Altimeter 2980. Arriving and departing runway 22. Rnav runway 22 approach in use. Vfr departs contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested, read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information Foxtrot.
Okay, we have Foxtrot. Rnav 22 is what they said to expect, so AMA.
Upper Center 24 Alpha Sierra back to contact.
Rnav Yankee 22.
Air 4 officer, thank you.
Okay, we can do that. That gets us down to 4,020, 500 AGL, so that's fine. Plenty low enough there. So far, the rain doesn't look too bad up ahead of us. I have no idea if it's going to stay like that. I guess we'll see. Yeah, Mr. Chow, oddly enough, I haven't crashed the 727 on the stream ever, I don't think. I've definitely crashed it in the sim. Like, I crashed it a lot when I first learned how to fly it, because that was the first jet that I ever learned how to fly, because apparently I hate myself. But yeah, not on the stream. The 757 flat failure that should have crashed, but it's okay. We got that. It was a spiraling descent to put us on the localizer. Don't worry about it. I was with you at Flight SimCon when you had the ICG bird strike. Nice, dude. Yeah, there's video of that out there. I haven't flown the TU-154. Yeah, that'll result in something. You, Mr. Chow, you and Dave both bugging me about that one. If I had to choose between the flying only ZLA or Western US exclusively, what would I pick? Oh my gosh. I don't have a good answer to that because if I had to choose exclusivity on the two, I'd probably pick Western US just because of the additional like landmass that it covers. For the GA stuff, you can fly to all the non-towered stuff, or you can fly to all the tower stuff and treat them as untowered fields. So like there's just much more diversity. I like the traffic levels in ZLA though. Like ZLA makes you feel like you're actually flying a real airplane in a way that the Western US like right now just doesn't do. So I would probably choose Western US, but honestly, like I did the ZLA thing for years. Like the first 2, 3, 4 years or whatever of PilotEdge was just all ZLA. And there's plenty of flying to be done there, that's for sure. That was a very small club back then. Those who never crashed 727 on stream. Yeah, right? Localizer spiral to land. There we go, Saldino. I like it. I mean, you can always switch between the two as well. So you can do Western US for a while, and if you decide you're tired of that, you can do ZLA for a while. You know, there's no reason, there's nothing against doing that. That's for sure.
There's 7 Tango Sierra, connect Albuquerque Center 124.32.
2432, 7 Tango Sierra. All right, 2432. Albuquerque Center, good evening. Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, flight level 250.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, Albuquerque Center, good evening. Descent at final discretion, maintain flight level 190.
190, my discretion, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, so we're going to wait till our... Actually, we're going to go ahead and start down now, I think. My descent to destination is currently almost 1,500.
Better 4 Alpha Sierra, clear direct ammo.
Alright, so down to 19,000. 18,000. Vertical speed, 1,500 feet per minute. Down. We can just leave. We'll pull the power back just a touch, but we'll leave it in for the most part. That torque is going to come up here as we're descending. Give it 100 foot-pounds to work with there. It's so absurd, dude. It's insane how fast this thing is. We'll be on the ground about 15-20 minutes. I've gone back and forth between the two every now and then, and while I like the large area Western US covers, it just doesn't have the same traffic density as ZLA. Yeah, it's kind of like it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for diversity of approaches and diversity of scenery, then Western US is your gig. If you just want to fly general aviation, you want to have some super good traffic density, then you totally want to go ZLA. Oop. I mean, like I said, I did the ZLA thing for years. Like that's what PilotEdge was prior to the Western US coming out. Like it was all ZLA, and we liked it. Damn it. We did our hops from San Francisco to Los Angeles and back up to Vegas. God, the amount of time that I spend going in and out of Vegas with the ATP experience guys. Holy crap. Alright, so it's not drawing the storms in pretty well. So that's probably good for us. All right, I want to brief this approach real quick. Assume this is what we're going to have. We're going to fly the Rnav GPS runway 22 into the Embroil airport. It's a standard T GPS approach. We're going to expect we're probably going to get vectors to final here and go from there. Final approach course 233. We've got 13,500 feet of runway to work with. Touchdown zone elevation 3,600 feet. Good. Minimum.
7 Tango Sierra, connect Embroil approach 119.5.
19.5. 7 Tango Sierra. Embroil approach, experimental 77 Tango Sierra, flight level 207, descending flight level 190 with Foxtrot.
Experimental 717 Tango Sierra, Embroil approach, receiving the altimeter is 2985, thanks for Foxtrot. Advise me you have a approach request.
We'll fly the Rnav 22 7 Tango Sierra.
You want to do the Zulu or the Yankee?
Yeah, we can do Zulu. Wait, stand by.
Good evening, Embroil approach, TBM 2 Romeo Foxtrot 10, climbing on
Yankee.
11.
We need Yankee because we're not doing RP.
TBM 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Embroil approach, reset transpond. Squawk 1375, maintain Vfr.
1375, thank you, sir.
And 7 Tango Sierra like to request the Rnav Yankee for 22.
TBM 7 Tango Sierra, proceed direct Junev.
Direct Junev, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright. Let's go procedure. Select approach.
TBM 2 Romeo Foxtrot, ready to contact 8 miles northeast of the Tutu carrier VOR, altitude indicates 11,000.
Shunby.
Clear to Embroil via direct, maintain 11,000. You want that to be your final?
Yes, 11 is the
Activate.
final, and clear direct Amarillo for 2 Romeo Fox. And cannon approach on 1842. That you guys don't work that frequency, correct?
No, sir, that's an uncontrolled filter.
Oh, hey, Torque.
Alright, cool, thank you.
1842 is actually their surveillance frequency.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool. Got it, thank you.
And over 2 Romeo Foxtrot. Foxtrot is current at Embroil. The altimeter is 2980. Advise when you have Foxtrot
Okay.
and an approach request, please.
Yes, sir, we do have Foxtrot and...
Okay, so we're going to fly the Rnav 22 from Junvi. We're going to cross Junvi at or above 5,400 feet, it looks like. Keep above 5,400 feet to Zukta. No procedure turn coming in from this part of the leg. That's great. Come in from there. Take it all the way down to the LNAV minimums today. LNAV minimums are going to be 4,020 feet or 500 AGL. In the event of a missed approach, it's going to be a climbing left turn, 5,400 direct to COD, and we'll hold at COD. So let's set our minimums. We can go to... There's you.
Sierra, descend and maintain 11,000.
11,000, 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, 11,000 vertical speed down. It's going to get really busy here from here on out.
Approach TBM 2 Romeo Fox. I'd like to request the RMP Zulu runway 31, and we can take it from any of the initials.
Okay, so he's doing that. Let's go menu. Can I do menu here? No.
Search your Romeo Foxtrot, it's on request. Where'd you say you wanted to start from?
It doesn't matter to us. We can take wherever it's convenient for you.
Okay, minimums are going to be... Oh, Jesus. 4,020.
Probably Murphy is the most convenient, I would assume.
Okay, I was just pulling it up. I clicked on 1-3 instead of 3-1. Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, clear direct Murphy.
Take Murphy, QR, thanks.
Okay, 4020 is good. Put you away now. Altimeter 85. Okay. No. Okay, most of the bad stuff appears to be beyond us. That's good.
Foxtrot, runway 22 is in use. Did you want to land 3-1 or circle 22?
The winds are favoring 3-1, so we were just trying to make it easy on us. But we're always up for the challenge. If you want us to come in 2-2, we can do that, no problem.
Yeah, it's up to you. I'm just going by the ATIS. I do see it favoring 3-1. We got another arrival about the 2-2. I don't mind doing an intersection. It's not a problem.
Okay, yeah, if we could just stick with Murphy, 3-1 is in the box. We love the
We
box.
are. He called me TBM, but
Yeah,
we're
quick.
experimental.
Thanks.
Jay Radis, good to see you, man. Azul Aviation, happy Wednesday. Iowa Scotsman, how you doing, buddy? Lex 2039, welcome aboard. NASCAR fan, good to see you. Apologize for missing a bunch of people here. All right, we're in the soup now. That's not great, or not ideal. Temperature's coming up pretty good though, -9, so we should be below the freezing layer here soon enough. It's not currently raining out, which is good. Oh, Co-Gamer, man, we don't talk about that stuff in this channel. So that's going to be your one and only warning on that. All right. So we briefed the arrival. We're on our way down here now. Honestly, it's a GPS approach, so it's all pretty straightforward, pretty simple. This is ominous as all hell, though, coming in like this, too. There's moisture out there, but it's nothing too bad. The bad stuff is all...
Environmental, 7 Tango Sierra, across Junvie. At or above 5,400, cleared Rnav Yankee, runway 22 approach.
John V at above 5,400, cleared Rnav 22 Yankee approach, 7 Tango Sierra.
It's a pocket rocket.
Oh, Max. All right, 5,400. We'll just keep the dream alive here. Once we get a little bit lower, we'll do some VNAV. Pull the power back. It's gonna bring the speed down. Look for 250 knots or less. There we go. This is what I was hoping for. We're kind of skirting right along the edge of this crappy weather. Experimental, man.
98% of why you fly this plane is to say pocket rocket.
Cheers, man. Thanks for the bits. I'll say pocket rocket just for you. Actually, it doesn't say experimental anywhere inside here that's supposed to. I'm pretty sure this isn't a certified aircraft. I could be wrong, though. Are we driving into hell while terrifying? It still looks cool. Yeah. So we're kind of skirting around it right now. Like on the real real radar, they're doing pretty.
Pocket rocket, excuse me, TBS 2 Romeo Fox. We're picking up some light rhymes at 11,000.
Oh, good. All right, so we're still -4.
TBS 2 Romeo Fox, how do you think?
Negative on the icing. We're doing okay there.
Temperature's -5.
So we'll be okay on the icing now because it looks like we're clear of it here for a few minutes.
2 Romeo Fox, rush.
Tower's 18.3. We tune that up and ready to go. Doing all right. Actually, a little bit surprised that it's not picking up more storms in the area. It's all right, though. Whatever. Darb, welcome aboard. Back home from the Hyundai hangar. It's all good, man. How you doing, McSheedy Pilot? Welcome back. It's more of a turbine with wings than a plane. Yeah. The wings are just there mostly for show. They don't really do a whole lot. Cool though, like the bulk of it here is definitely a little further along. That would have been fun stuff to fly through. We're still gonna get a little bit though once we get down low, I think. I can see the field here soon. Easy. If you point it up, you should be able to take off vertical style. Dude, we took off from both the airports at like 30 or 40% power. Hardly any power went in for the takeoff.
7000, November 2 Romeo Foxtrot.
You don't need the field. VTOL mode. Oh, there's some wind. Yeah, they got the right weather at Amarillo, so we'll be good once we get in there. Alright, it's 5,400. Ice is 5, or outside air temperature is +5 now, so we're good on the icing.
QM2 Fox, head down to 7,000, thank you.
Good.
Get a phone call or something? Well, weekend has officially started. I'm jealous, dude. I know, like, Europe and Canada both get 4-day weekends this weekend because of Easter. We ain't that lucky. Sitting here at like a half, maybe half power. Just cruising along. That's while we're at it. We'll open up the inertial separator too. Those are fine. Those are fine. Haven't touched them. We can turn the oxygen off at this point. We don't need it. I work Saturday through Wednesday. Oh, that's right, dude. I forgot. There we go. There's the weather. Pat's King 11. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Oh man, that's a lot of rain. We don't get them. We simply beat our politicians in submission. I like it. What weather is that? You've got Puerto Rico's rain effects that are being added to this plane. And then the weather itself is FS Global real weather and stock clouds and whatnot. That looks pretty sweet, though. Yeah, what you're seeing here on the windscreen is Puerto Rico's effects. It's 5,400, we're going to stay at that until we get inbound to LTIC. Actually, we're 5,400 all the way to the final approach fix, so that's good. Guess we could have waited before we came down. It's all right, though. It's pretty bonkers, man. It looks really good. Probably should be a lot more rain on the windscreen, though. Anthony 11 TV, good to see it. The weather effect is built into the airplane. Total's good stuff. All right, there's a turn. First leg of the approach here. 9 miles here. Right turn in.
There's 7 Tango Sierra in the event of a missed approach. Flight runway heading, climb and maintain 6,000.
Okay, in the event of missed approach, runway heading 6,000. 7 Tango Sierra.
There's 7 Tango Sierra, read Becker, connect tower 18.3. We'll see.
Tower 18.3, 7 Tango Sierra.
Air 2 Romeo Foxtrot, procedure to Murby, cross Murby at or above 4,000,
Okay.
correction 5,400. Cleared. Rnav Zulu, runway 31 approach.
Embroil Tower, or Pocket Rocket 717 Tango Sierra, Rnav Yankee, runway 22.
Pocket Rocket 717 Tango Sierra, Embroil Tower, good evening, winds 260 at 16, runway 22, clear line.
Good land 22, Pocket Rocket 717 Tango Sierra. There you go, Max. You happy?
Altimeter now 29880.
80. Give the weather one more last refresh here. There's a Flight Sim Hall of Fame. Total will be the first one to be inducted. Yeah, I agree. Safa Jake, how you doing? This is pretty good. I kind of wish the visibility was lower and the clouds were lower, but this is all right too. Okay, there's the redraw on the weather. That is what we get.
Air 2 Romeo Foxtrot, current winds are 260 at 16. Air 4 Alpha Sierra, contact Albuquerque Center 124.3.
Let's turn inbound. Next stop, final approach fix. We got the glide path indicator up. This is a slightly offset approach. Once that comes down, we'll add some full power, we'll add some flaps. This is pretty sweet, dude. Not gonna lie. This is actually really cool. See the plane's trying to compensate for that crosswind. All right, that might be the field right there. I think it probably is. Yeah, that's got to be it right there. Okay, we will arm approach right there. GPV is good. Once we see movement on that, we'll start to think about gear and flaps. Got time for now, though. Maybe that's not it. That might be the military base. No, I think that's... I don't know. We'll wait. Okay, there it comes. Power back. Gear down. Flaps first notch. Nose is coming down for the approach. We're aiming for 140 knots. Gear down, flap screen. US vet leaving Mike, good to see it. Tito's and Fresca Ice. Sounds alright. RC Flyer, how you doing?
32 Romeo Foxtrot, connect Embroil Tower 18.3, we'll see you.
My airplane.
Embroil Tower, very good evening. It's TBM
1,000 to go.
Fox. It's just inside Murphy for 3-1.
32 Romeo Foxtrot, Embroil Tower, good evening, wind 26016.
1,000 to go now.
Climb 3-1, sir. 2 Romeo
That is the runway. Okay, gear, flaps to go. Lights are set, everything else is good. 500 to go. $200 above. $100 above, or 200. Now we're 200 above. Sorry. 100 above. Minimums in sight. Continue landing. Flaps full. Final approach speed. Okay, gear down. Flaps are in down and indicated. Oops, runway's in sight. We are low. A lot of ballooning happens there. Still low. Big right to left in the crosswind. Holy crap, dude.
There's 7 Tango Sierra, welcome.
So take us here. We clear it. Charlie for TAC Air.
Amarillo, hop up to the ramp and braking action, please.
Charlie Papa, braking action moderate. 7 Tango Sierra.
32 Romeo Foxtrot, runway 22, braking action moderate.
Confirm 2-2 or 3-1 first for 2 Romeo Fox.
Braking action runway 22. It's reported as moderate. Your choice on good, fair, or no.
We'll take fair, thank you, and we'll clear the land on 3-1.
Fair, moderate, whatever. I'm too focused on trying to keep this thing taxiing. It's all over the place on this taxiway right now. Okay, that's not TAC Air. That's the terminal.
Clear 4 Alpha Sierra, connect Amarillo approach from 19.5.
Retard.
Tower 2 Romeo Fox requesting a long landing.
Another 2 Romeo Fox, I guess, that's all taken.
That long landing, is it okay?
Approved.
Okay.
Holy cow, man. J-Pod, thanks for 3 months, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, yeah, so flaps and everything else we should probably take care of.
TBM 24 Alpha Sierra Embroil approach, reading the Embroil, altimeter 2980. Descend out to 17,000, then descend to pilot's discretion, maintain 11,000.
That got real squirrely there at the end.
Altimeter 2980, Foxtrot, current advise when you have that approach request, please.
Braking action actually kind of sucks now that I think about it.
Air 4 Alpha Sierra, Roger, reaching 17,000, clear direct to Genevieve.
All right, I'm gonna do that. Those are off. Those can come off. That can come off. That's good. Down here we go. Everything else there can stay on.
Embroil, right turn, kilo left on top of the ramp, this frequency, get down.
Kilo Pop, with you, have a good day, Turtle Talks, braking action with port.
Roger.
All right. I don't know. Braking action was fine for me, but I also have this gigantic prop on the front. Of course, so does he, but maybe he was afraid to use it. All right. That was pretty awesome. Yeah. That's good.
Disconnected.
I like that plane. That was a cool approach. The rain and everything else. Apparently the door's going to be open. All right, let's hop inside here, see if we can close that door. There, we can close it. All right, we got our gangster crab going here. I lost a lot of altitude at the end there. I needed to be way higher on the throttle. The X-Plane's ground handling took over. Whoa, that's cool. The distortion effect on that is incredible. I should let the rudder in. Balancing, I lost control a little bit there. That did look pretty good. Let's do a little more back here. Your pseudo GoPro view going. You don't have a prop, you have a pocket rocket. I'm sorry. My pocket rocket is beautiful. Whew. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it tonight. I want to thank you all for coming out this evening. Hello to all the new people who stopped by tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. We'll be back on Friday night. The IXC G737-300. It's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to getting back in the airliners. In the meantime, let's see who's live. X-Plane 11 side of things, we got Captain K-Man. I think Pat Dog I recognize. And a few other people. Over on the FSX side of things, we got, I think I saw Chili was streaming. You can go say hi to Chili if you want. Chili. I don't really know a lot of these guys. Sim Dude I know. Lifesaver I know. A few people. I don't know who I'm going to go watch. I'll probably just go to bed, to be honest. Nico's going live here in a second. So yeah, thank you guys all for coming out. We'll see you guys on Friday. McShooty Pal, thank you very much for the donation, man. I do appreciate it. Cheers to you, and cheers to everybody else who showed up, stuck around tonight. This is a pretty neat little plane. I don't really do